Welcome to Operation Pixel. I'm joined today by guest co-host Argrant.
Hey.
He was talking to me the other day and he was like, hey man, I want to play some Mass Effect. And I was like, yeah, I'm down.
After I played through Mass Effect, I was like, I want to play Mass Effect.
You know what you want to do after Mass Effect?
Play more Mass Effect. I spent 20 hours on the third one. I'm like, I want to do the whole thing now.
Nice. Alright, so it's been a while since I did this, but like I think Mass Effect 1 is for me the game I played through the most of the series. I guess I should mention, in case anyone's watching this, that there may be some spoilers, just because we played this game a bunch.
Oh yeah, we may talk about things.
I'm going to try not to drop too many spoilers or give spoiler warnings, but we know too much, because we both played this before.
I think I've played through the first one twice.
Dude, I played through this one, like, because there's like a New Game Plus feature where you can sort of reload your data and play through it again.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I played through this on my one file like 6 or 7 times, I think. I mean, after you've beaten the game the first time, you can really just blow up the whole game, man. Like,
alright, so what should we be?
I like maxed out my money and I had everything pimped out to the max.
You can max out your money?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's bring back.
Oh, what are we bringing in here? Obex. Obextith.
Do you remember Obextith?
No. This is probably one of the Mii's we made, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember Obextith. We made a whole bunch of really silly Mii's back on back in the day where we used to play Super Smash Bros. What was that? Brawl all the time.
Oh, on
like, Wii.
That was a Friday night right there.
Yeah, that was our weekends. Good times. Now, I don't remember Obextith. I can't remember what most of them were.
Let's see, there's
oh man.
Quartith?
Quartith, yeah, Quartith was one of them.
Was he the one with the hole in his mouth?
Oh, his forehead opened and closed? Yeah, probably. That was weird.
Oh, he was creepy. Especially when he sang.
Oh, yeah.
And that terrible... Okay, let's be...
I remember I always used to like going with the one that's like double war hero, but like you lost your entire family like twice. I don't know why I went with that, but like one of these let's see.
I think
it's not that one. I think it's Colonist probably. Yeah, when you were 16, slavers raided Mindwar, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol and you enlisted with the military a few years later.
let's see.
Each one of these actually has like little story implications.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like a small little bit.
I want to say something about the third one, but...
Earthborn? Or
No.
in the third Mass Effect?
In the third game, there's things here that affect the third game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
So I'll be this one.
Also, I think it's funny. It may be worth mentioning. Yeah, I usually take War Hero here, because that's the
Yeah.
one I've seen the most. But...
Oh, this is the one I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
No special weapons training.
Yep.
It's just like, oh.
Yeah, you just have spells and tech, so to speak. It's kind of interesting how they basically made like magic users in a sci-fi game.
Okay, here.
Oh yeah, this is where we get to have some fun. If we want to be like goofy, this depends on how silly we feel like being with this playthrough.
Do you want to be silly?
I don't know, man. It's really tempting to play a really bizarre character, but then it sort of depends on like, are we gonna play through the game, or like, do we want to enjoy the game, or do we just want to laugh at how stupid he looks? That's the decision
Well,
here.
you can do both.
I don't know, man. If my character looks ridiculous and hideous, I can't play as them for more than like 20 or 30 minutes. Then I'm like, all right, the novelty is worn off. It still looks hilarious, but I cannot take this seriously.
We could just
Just back out.
Can I not go back to like the basic?
What are you trying to go back to?
Just the default.
Oh. Yeah, that was probably one of the presets, wasn't it?
It wasn't.
It wasn't one of the presets.
No.
Data corruption detected.
So you had to back all the way out. Also, I gotta say, Obextith Shepherd is a very strange name. I was just thinking about it. Alright, hold on. Let's get back through here, because it looks like you kept most of your stuff.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, if you just go to confirm, it doesn't go to a custom one.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Alright.
Identification confirmed.
Normal. Auto level up.
Subtitles
squad.
are good.
Subtitles.
Oh, do you actually use auto level up? I never did.
For squad only.
Oh, I never did that, man. I customized everyone, tinkering. I'm a filthy power gamer, so that's how I roll.
Another good thing about we're playing this on an Xbox One. Another good thing is that the load times are much faster.
Oh yeah, yeah. The load times were actually pretty bad. I think some of the later ones, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty quick there.
Military service runs
I feel like I was saying something a minute ago and then lost sight track of it.
He proved himself.
That happens a lot while I'm doing this show.
Held off enemy forces.
You know how tangents work.
Yeah.
It's like you just have a thought, and then it's there, and then it's gone, and then it's there, and then it's gone, and conversation moves.
Well, when you said tangent, I just got done with the calculus class.
and shepherds.
Oh,
I thought of
oh,
sine, cosine, tangent.
oh, God. That's exactly where I stopped doing math. Like, I learned that stuff long enough to pass the tests, and it's all gone. I don't know what any of it means anymore. I know it has something to do with triangles and figuring out angles and lengths and stuff, but, like, I'm like, I don't need this information. I never understood what it was all about. The teacher was... I'm not sure. Like, our teacher definitely knew math. He was...
I would hope.
I mean, like, he was like someone who loved math. But I don't know if he did a good job explaining to us, like, how this information was useful.
Yeah.
Or how it was meant to be used. It's like a lot of math. I use math a fair amount. Just when I'm trying to think about, like, game design and game theory and stuff like that. But, and of course, as part of my filthy metagame, or power gaming, I have to, sometimes crunch the numbers to make sure I'm getting the most out of my stats.
I like math. I was going to be a math major, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But now I'm accounting.
It's a useful skill. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Accountants make bank.
Oh, man. It's... Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I thought it was funny because you actually came by some time ago, like last year, and we actually did a few episodes of Mass Effect 2 on the show.
I remember that.
And now it's funny because we're starting Mass Effect 1 on the show.
Well, that was just like a quickie.
Yeah, you just wanted to hang out and play some games.
Yeah.
So we did. And we're doing it again.
I just want to, like...
Thrusters?
The main reason why I want to play this is because I played the third one, and the default things, if you just start up the third one, are terrible.
Oh, yeah? So you want to get your own save file going here?
Yeah.
1500 is good.
Are you going to want to keep this file then, or you want to just do this for the show and then start an actual game?
I already have another game going.
Oh, okay. So you're all good there. So we can just have fun with this.
But
Also-
he's a bit of a freak of nature.
I was always curious. Why is Caden up here? He's sitting in, like, the co-pilot seat.
Maybe he's a co-pilot.
Dude has never flown in any of these games ever, except for this one scene where he's sitting in the co-pilot seat. It's like, why is he there?
Maybe he was the co-pilot.
And
Maybe
he
he's
lost that job very quickly.
Maybe he's just hanging out.
Maybe.
Oh no, here we go.
Yep.
It's fish story only.
Yeah, this is where you get to start deciding if you want to be like a jerk or...
I'm gonna...
You always expect the worst.
Just make conversation.
We don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so...
I like how they kept the same voice actors.
Yeah.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain.
I also thought it was funny that Joker became like this almost like fan favorite character.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's pretty minor, but I think they probably actually kept him around specifically because people liked him. I feel like if people hadn't have liked him, he wouldn't have, you know, been so prominent in the second and third games.
Well, I mean, he's super fleshed out.
I mean, every character in this is. That's one of the things that's cool about Mass
He
Effect.
sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Yeah.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
And we're playing.
Yep.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
And that's the
Oh.
great thing about Mass Effect.
The camera controls.
I hate the way he runs. It just looks terrible.
Oh yeah, his little goofy jog there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They almost certainly like mocapped it. You know, they had some actor run around jogging and stuff,
Yeah.
and then they did some special animation techniques to
Sounds like you don't
blend it together because that's how they roll. But
Sorry, Commander, just having a chat with Adams down in engineering. It didn't cause any trouble.
Yeah, it's just it always rubbed me the wrong way.
Something odd about this mission.
I did think it was a little weird.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out?
Oh, actually,
All we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system. Why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's
What?
Niles.
oh well, I was just listening to this guy for a second because I got distracted.
Covert agents. Why send a Spectre?
Some of this is important information, semi-important information.
It doesn't add up.
I guess really quick, I may as well say that I thought I've been thinking about doing this game with you here as part of the show,
I don't like Turians in
and I was thinking like there's essentially two types of people who may watch this, right? The first is people who've played the game before, and like, hey, that's a cool game.
30 years ago.
I want to see some people play that game for a bit and talk about it.
I mean, every playthrough's different.
But like, the second type of person is someone who's never played this game before, never seen it before.
We're an alliance.
And this probably isn't the best way to experience this game for the first time, because we're talking over most of the stuff. And like, honestly, it's definitely the sort of game that's better to play than watch.
And they don't come along.
I think you could probably get by with watching it, but you'd have to like
Looks like he's expecting some heavy action.
be able to watch someone who's like really taking their time to like really like talk to these guys and
Yeah.
do the story and stuff. Like we're not gonna get anything out of this guy important, so we can just get on our way,
Better head down and see the captain.
make some progress.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's just, I think it'd be nice to make like a Mass Effect series for the people who haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Like imagine in like 20 years from now, right? There could be like some kids who've like never played this game. Like it would have
I
been
feel
before
sorry
their
for
time,
those kids.
right?
Well, this
like-
game is already 10 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think about.
You need to calm down.
So the point is though that like some people may actually want to know what happened in these games without actually having the time or interest to sit down and play them. So playthrough might actually work well for those sorts of people.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had.
But who knows?
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows.
They always reference the Blitz. I have no idea what it is.
The Blitz is your backstory thing.
I know, but like you don't know anything more about it.
No, they basically just say that like you were at war and
Corporal, you have a long career.
Shepard stood up and like led the charge and
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
saved the day, and
The captain's waiting for me.
now you're a war hero.
Goodbye, Commander.
That's why people don't hate you automatically. It'd be funny if like you actually had like if characters had like opinions of you.
Yeah.
And they sort of do a little bit, but it's like very minor in this game at least.
Yeah.
Because it's basically just like you start at 0 and then raise up to like 100 friendship with them more or less. But like, what if they actually had opinions of you and you could choose like at the beginning of the game, like you're just an unlikable person, or you could be like a likable person or just like a neutral person. It'd just be kind of funny if you talk to some guy and he's like, "Oh, it's you."
The amount of like voice acting they must have had to record for this game, though. Just think about it.
Oh yeah, man. No, I think I actually have this Mass Effect Limited Collector's Edition, which came with a bonus disc of thingamajigs. And I think I checked it at one point, and it's got like, you know, some interviews and stuff like that. Or maybe it was just something I saw online. But I think they said that like, you know, like a typical movie, right? If you're making like an animated film, you still have to record like probably about an hour of dialogue. But for something like Mass Effect here, because of like the way it runs, like there's all these extra options.
There was something you weren't telling us.
I think they had to record something like, I don't remember how much it was. It's several, it's like 20 hours of dialogue or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Must be a reason you didn't tell me about
I don't know the exact number, but it is a lot.
and it's even more for the second one, and even more therefore for the third one.
I don't know. I feel like the third one had a little less dialogue than the second one, maybe, just because of the way they are.
Oh, here we go.
Not
First
sure.
major plot. Protheans.
Yep.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains.
I feel like it'd be funny if for some reason you could play like a special mode of Mass Effect where like everything was just a little bit off. And so Shepard says something like, "I thought the Protheans died 52,362 years, 8 months, 16 days, and 8 hours ago." They're like, they just look at him funny for a second and then continue on. I don't know, I didn't sell that joke very well, but I tried.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action.
I never really liked the Turian design.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
What's going on?
I guess.
The Alliance
I never really thought about it too much. Like, they're okay. I think like overall their face looks kind of cool. I'd say like their armor, like just the way they're sort of like
Yeah.
chest and shoulders and stuff. You're like, how do they function like that?
Yeah.
You held off an enemy
The big like oval thing.
Yeah.
You showed not only courage,
Like, it doesn't really make sense for them to have even sort of humanoid looking armor.
as a candidate for the Spectres.
Just because it'd be hard to like fit over their big weird heads.
Well, you think it'd be like a space helmet thing?
Some of the
Yeah, maybe.
of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy.
So I mean, they're interesting. They're definitely artistically interesting, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like,
Find an individual with the skills we seek.
you know, something I would.
You're human, Shepard. I only
I don't know. You're allowed to have your opinions. I'm pretty on the
Make
fence.
decisions about my future.
I think they're cool though.
isn't about you.
I like
But-
the Quarians. I just wish you could see their face.
We're counting on you.
I
Apparently
know
you can
some
in the
skills for
third
myself.
one.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that you can see Tally's face. Maybe if you romance her,
You'll be in charge of the ground.
but
Secure the beacon and get it onto the
She was always the favorite person.
Nihilus will accomplish
person I liked to
the
romance.
assassination.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I never actually romanced her.
Just give the word.
We should be getting close.
I mean, I'm not super big on romance in most games to begin
What's
with.
wrong, Joker?
Transmission
Uh,
Prime, sir. You better see this.
But yeah, no, Tally was cool. Like, she was definitely a good friend. I don't know. I guess I don't even know why, cause like I never like even really like considered it. I guess maybe because she wasn't an option in the first game here.
What?
Uh,
Turian?
Tally,
Yeah, she was.
you can romance her in this
Yeah,
one?
I did it.
I was pretty sure.
I did it.
I was pretty sure she wasn't an option in this one.
I did it. I remember watching this for the first time and being like, "What?"
Yeah. No, this is where the game starts getting its dramatics.
Like this right here.
Yep. Won't talk over this part.
I just remember being like,
Everything cuts out after that. No comms.
Yep.
nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Yeah, this is where the game stops being just like we're a bunch of space people talking, to like, oh, here we go.
well, then it goes back to we're a bunch of space people talking.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just.
Of course, like,
And I remember thinking like, I thought like that thing looked like a giant hand.
yeah, it's just like I thought it was like a giant robot thing.
Yeah.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
It's still pretty dang big and like, you know, kind of a big robot thing, but
Malenko and Jenkins
without spoiling too much,
going in.
it's not quite as intimidating as it is in that starting cutscene, I think.
Yeah.
Like after you start playing the game, you're like, oh, that's not so bad.
Engaging stealth systems.
I remember the first time I played this. I think I told you before that I listened to every single codex entry.
The muscle in this operation,
It's a lot of codex, man.
Go in heavy
Yeah.
and head straight
I don't
for
think
the
I've
top.
gone through all the codex
What about
stuff.
survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective.
Wow, Anderson's a dick.
Beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Well,
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I think they're just kind of worried about the situation down there. But yeah, it is kind of interesting.
Nihilus will scout out ahead.
I guess the mission's just that important.
I want radio silence.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard.
Especially with complications.
Yeah.
We are
Let's see.
approaching drop point 2.
See if I can remember how to play this. I've been playing the third one,
Hmm.
so this one's.
It's not going to be too much different. But I think now would be a good time to take a quick, very short break, and so I can get us into the next episode.
Okay, but we're just about to play.
Well, we'll do it next time.
We.